Welcome back, all my new subscribers, old subscribers, and everybody in between. And today I'm going to do another article about this little off-road vehicle I saw. It's a side-by-side type little vehicle I thought was interesting, and I thought I'd read this article about it that I found pretty interesting and get my thoughts on it. It's from a website called JapaLinks.com. I'll put a link in the description of the article that I'm talking about here. It says the 2021 Mahindra Mahindra Roxor Roxor looks like a happy alien. Shortly after the India automaker Mahindra introduced its off-road only side-by-side, the Roxor, Jeep filed a complaint with the U.S. International Trade Commission. The Jeep feels that the Roxor's CJ5 inspired looks infringed upon the Jeep's trademark, so the FCA brand pushed to stop sales of the Mahindra. Mahindra responded by redesigning the Roxor, and now it has appeared that further redesign is coming, and it is wacky. Go to the Mahindra's Roxor homepage, and you'll notice that there's really not much to see. There's just a cryptic message about the Roxor will rise again, presumably a reference to having been beaten down by Jeep and its suit-wearing trademark lawyers. And it says sometimes you have to look deep within to find the truest version of yourself, so we're off on a journey to do just that. We will rise again, stronger and different and freakier. Stay tuned. The Roxor configurator is closed until the 2021 vehicle hits production, as stated on this configurator page that features the new vehicles hidden by a cloth. Congratulate configurator temporary. Imagine. What we can see from the design is that the leading edge of the hood stretches far across the vehicle, unlike the old Roxor, whose hood tapered as it reached forward to the Autocardinia, AUTOCARINDIA, has a rendering of what's under the cloth. While I can't show you that here, just click the hyperlink if you're curious. Yes, since I'm not certain that the image comes from behind it, that doesn't matter because Autocardinia render looks just like this. And it shows a picture of what's supposed to be the new design looks like. I can't say I have any clues where this image comes from either, but unlike that other rendering, this image looks real and must have come from the manufacturer of the vehicle shown this extremely odd, but in fun sort of a way. And the new design actually quite smart thought. Before I explain why, allow me to quote my former self to describe what Jeep's beef was with the Roxor. The complaint filed Wednesday and shown in full at the bottom of this article claims that the Mahindra has engaged in unlawful acts through their unlicensed importation, sales of importations, or sales after importation of products that infringe on the dilute FCA's distinctive Jeep vehicle trade dress. The FCA defines that trade dress trade dress as the following designs features I. A boxy body shape with flat appearance, vertical sides, and rear body panels ending at about the same height as the hood. Substantially flat hood with curved side edges that taper to be narrower at the front. The taperizoid front wheel wells with front fenders or fender flares that extend beyond the front of the grille. The flat appearance grilling with vertical elongated grill slots and taperoid outline that curves around the headlamps positioned on the upper part of the grilling. The exterior hood latches, door cutouts above the bottom portion of the side panels. The 2021 Roxor, I'm assuming that this slide, which someone from a Roxor Facebook page brought to my attention, does indeed indicate the 2021 model removes a number of the trade dress items that Jeep is complaining about, and it does it in an intelligent way that minimizes investment. And it shows pictures of what the old Roxor looked like versus the new one. The whole front grilly shape, which looks like a slice of bread on the old Jeep, has been completely altered. The new face still likely uses the same lower mounting position on the frame cross members as the old grilly, but up top it's a wider to meet up with the wider hood. The new hood with up top gives the car a bit more of an alien feel to it. Thought I'm not entirely sure why I make that association. The Mahindra on its own website says that the Roxor will return freakier, and I think that's fair. With the wider hood, the new Roxor avoids the Jeep's tapered hood trade dress, plus because of some kind of new mechanicism, the Mahindra also no longer has external hood latches, which Jeep also considers parts of its trademark. Aside from a new face and new hood, which clearly hinged about the same spot on the Corolla, C-O-W-L, as the new one, the Roxor also gets a new fender which cuts off at the grille instead of extending forward. They lack the new curved shape of the old fenders. While this probably isn't good for the parts of commonly with the India market there, the new fenders are different anyways, and the 2021 Roxor fenders look significantly simpler to make the curved fenders, and because of the fenders doesn't curve down after reaching ahead, the wheels opening doesn't appear taperoid, something that could infringe upon the Jeep's trade dress. As for the side of the vehicle, the Mahindra hasn't done much, Jeep says its trade dress covers. A boxy body shape with flat appearance, vertical sides, rear body panels ending at about the same height as the hood. This is just a bit odd, as iconic Jeeps like the military M38A1 and the civilian CJ3B had much taller hoods than the rear body panels, but in any case, the Mahindra seems fine here. The only remaining areas where the 21 seems to be infringed upon is considered its trade dress is the door openings. Instead of having doors that reaches all the way down the rocker panels, the Mahindra door openings, there is no door, just an opening, starts above the rocker panels. That seems fair enough for a side-by-side. If Jeep complains about this given how wacky the 2021 Roxor looks now, I'd be baffled. This redesign, by the way, isn't exactly surprising. Mahindra's all doodled to it before telling my co-worker Jason Torchikin this in his story about the new 2020 style. Mahindra has already launched its model year 2020 Roxor with significant style changes and will make additional style changes if so required in cooperation with the ITC. In the meantime, Mahindra expects to enjoy increased sales of the 2020 model with the unique new grille style and numerous product improvements which should continue creating additional jobs going forward. I just wasn't expecting the new look on the dramatic, but I don't hate it. It's extremely weird, but still fun. I can't wait to see in person soon. So, what's my thoughts on this off-road vehicle thingy? Well, it's one of those things where it's a side-by-side four-wheel drive vehicle, and I've seen this before, seen this advertised before, and seen it going around the internet about these little Roxor things. And my thoughts are, if I was rich and loaded with money, and I had the money and just wanted a toy to play with, yeah, I would look into one of these and goof around with one of these little funny off-road toys. Now, this company making these, they're trying to sell them here in the United States. I think it'd be great if they would build a factory here in the United States and help create jobs. And if they did that, and I had the money at the time, I'd be more gun-ho about goofing around buying one of these things. Now, my thoughts about the Fiat, Dodge, Diamond, Chrysler, Fiat, complaining about this company stealing their design. I don't blame them, They worked hard to create this design back in the day and obviously buy the rights from wheelies and all that stuff, I can see where they're complaining. Now, personally, if I had the money, yes, I'd buy one just to mess around with it. But in all reality, it's basically a Jeep. So, and this is not, from what I've seen, it's not street legal. It's just it's got the same regulations as an off-road side-by-side. It's a side-by-side off-road vehicle. It's basically like a quad runner, but a side-by-side two-seater. Well, and my thoughts is, if you got money and you can afford to buy a Jeep, just go out and buy a Jeep, and a new or used Jeep. And I imagine, probably for the price of this, you could get an old Jeep, real cheap, and beat it up, and it'd be street legal, and you'd probably have more fun with it versus this thing. Now, I can see if you're just some local farmer that, needs a little side-by-side, and you want something that looks a little more like a vehicle, I can see, hey, yeah, go for it. I think it's neat, and like I said before, I think it would be even neat if this company had enough money and said, hey, let's build a factory and start producing them here in the United States, and help create jobs in the United States and stuff, I know there's not, in this country right now, a job shortage. It's mostly people, there's a shortage for employees, not many people are out seeking work and stuff, and all that. But anyways, yeah, I think these are a neat little thing, and this company trying to sell these in the United States, I say, hey, good luck, but if they can, what I'm looking at it is, if they try to get these in the United States market, like sell these, maybe I say that might, down the line, might make them say, hey, people are buying these in America, why don't we build a factory here and start producing them in America? That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it like maybe they might later on down the line sell enough where they say, hey, this is great, Americans buying these, so let's put up a factory in the United States and start manufacturing them here in the States, That's what I'm thinking. And yes, if I had the money and was a millionaire, I would love to goof around and make a YouTube video of putting something like that to the test and quad runners and all that stuff. But maybe in the near future, I don't know. But But yeah, I'm just like any old small town country boy. You know, I love toys just like anybody else does. And yeah, I think it's great. You know, and I'm glad that it sounds like the company is trying to basically be nice and fix what they need to fix to be able to sell them here in the States. You know. Now, from the pictures of what the old one looks like versus the new one, supposedly I don't like the design of the new one. I do like the old design, but the old one's kind of unique, you know. It stands out, and so I think if it was something if you was taking it out on the 4x4 trails, I think a lot of people would be like, "Oh man, that's kind of weird, but kind of cool." You might get some attention and people walking over to you and shooting the shit, chit chatting and stuff. So, but yeah, I think it's great that this company's trying to sell it. I think it'd be a neat little thing to have. But yeah, if you like more of these videos and you want to see more, feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought about this article. I'll put a link in the description for y'all, and feel free to down in the comment section put your thoughts on these little off-road toys. And if you happen to own one of these little Roxor Jeep side-by-side thingies, and you own one and you like it, you hate it, you know, voice your opinion about it, you know, and yeah, if you want to see more of this kind of content and stuff, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you all have a beautiful day.